Yeah, check 1 2, check 1 2. Is this mic on? Is this mic on? Hey, listen, man. It's the one and only Trendsetter DJ Sense, and you're listening to CockTales. Dirty discussions with Kiki and Medinah Monroe. Yeah.
Okay. Today's cocktail is called a bitter bitch. This is the ingredients you need for a bitter bitch. You need 2 ounces of whiskey, 1 ounce of sour mix, a half ounce of peach puree, and some bitters. So you're going to add all of those ingredients into a cocktail shaker. Shake for about 5 to 10 seconds, and then pour into your favorite cocktail glass and enjoy a bitter bitch. Did y'all taste it already?
It's very good. I love it.
I did. I was trying not to spill it. Jessica was not playing. She said she was topping me off, and then
She
I
said, "Y'all
spilled
be
it. She
drinking
gave me a
too
little
fast."
extra. Yeah. Anyway, welcome back to Cocktails Dirty Discussions, you guys.
Hey, y'all.
We have a guest this week. His voice may sound very familiar. He's been here a few times before, but not to our new home.
I love
we
it.
have DJ Sense.
What's up?
Trendsetter Sense.
If y'all ever listen to the beginning of the episode, it's like, it's DJ Trendsetter Sense. You listening to Cocktails, Dirty Discussions with Kiki and Medinah Monroe.
Yo,
Did I get it?
Yo, you did it better than I did. That was a good one.
That, you know, when you came in as a guest the first time when we were recording at Mean Street and we asked you to do that, I don't really think we were sure what we were going to do with the drop. And then it just sounded so good for the
I
intro.
knew what I was about to do with it.
Sounds really great.
We needed
love
an
it.
intro. We used a word.
But we had a few people do that and nobody else made it.
Oh, y'all had a couple people do some drops. For real? Oh, y'all
we
was,
asked
y'all was
for drop-
auditioning me, huh?
That, and we were trying to put it in like throughout the show in different
Yeah.
segments, like how they do on radio. But it was like, okay, you sound fumbly.
Yeah.
I'm not using this, but thank you for trying.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
glad I
so
made the
welcome
cut.
back.
Yo.
How do you like our space?
I love it, man. You know I love y'all. Y'all my favorite people. Y'all know that. Look at this.
He keep looking
Yeah.
around.
Yo.
It's like when you go to your friend's house who bought a brand new house and
Right.
you're like, I didn't know this bitch had this much money.
And then you're like, well,
Right.
should I take my shoes off?
Yeah, let me take them off.
Take
dude.
them off.
I'm so proud
These
of
little
y'all,
cheap
man.
things about to bust up your floor.
Right? Do you
Thank
think
you.
people take their shoes off when they come over?
I do. At my house.
It's important.
I
Yeah.
prefer for people to, I didn't always, but then after the last apartment I was at, it was mostly wood floors, but in my bedroom. And when people would walk into my bedroom, I noticed when I moved out, like the dirt that would track through.
Exactly.
Because it's, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I have a
it's-
little shoe rack. Put your shoes right there,
Take
please.
those shoes off. Because when you think about all the stuff that you're tracking in the house, especially the bedroom, nigga, take them shoes off.
Oh, ain't no shoes going in the bedroom. None of that.
That's
Yeah.
nasty. So before we get to know DJ Sense a little bit more, we do have a few
I
announcements.
was trying to say, who was Reno?
Reno.
Well, Reno.
I want to let you guys know that Paradise and Vibe is officially sold out. We're going to South Africa December 29th through January 7th, and it's going
fire.
to be fun. They have opened up a wait list, though. It looks like they're going to be opening up 4 more spots. So if by the time this comes out, they're probably already going to be filled. But just in case, make sure you guys join the wait list so you can get information on if they open up more spots, then you can still come. But if you can't still come, then you can come for the trips that we have planned for next year, which are luxurious and fabulous. So go to paradiseandvibe.com if you would like to travel with me and have some fun.
And then also on October 29th, we will be at King of Diamonds on the south side of Atlanta for a Sip and Stroke event with Taste Vitamins. And it's going to be a nude event. I mean, you won't be nude. You wear your Halloween costume.
And we won't be nude.
We won't.
But somebody
there will
gonna be nude.
Male and female nude models. There will be drinks. They're going to have all kind of stuff going on there. It's going to be a really good time. So come check it out. The link is in the description box. And then also, I want to remind you guys, the book is in. So go ahead and order your copy of Klassy Baste, my delicious cookbook, so that you will not fuck up Thanksgiving
Yo, y'all
or any other
playing.
meal. You know, you could be cooking for bae, cooking for the kids, cooking for whoever. You don't want to be embarrassed. Nobody wants a brick of mac and cheese.
Even just making a snack for yourself. Make it pretty.
A little cocktail. I have desserts in there. I have cocktails in there. I got basic stuff like lemonade. You know, just everything.
That's very cute.
I remember we were talking about earlier, you had the seafood broil.
Oh, yeah.
You did your
Sis
thing.
came over one time. I did a seafood boil, and that recipe is in there.
That was good. I think I was
Okay,
there.
Kiki.
Also, you guys join Patreon. Go to patreon.com/cocktails. I will say our September Patreon live, we do a cocktail hour the last Thursday of every month. It was a lot of fun.
That one was fun. We had a little tea party.
We had a tea party. Tea was getting spilt.
Okay, people had stories. Everybody was sharing. That was my favorite one. We were on there for hours and hours. Now, I can't guarantee that we will be on there for hours and hours.
But we had
future.
time that day.
Yeah, we did. And we wanted to hear more.
We did. It was
So if
fun.
you want to get in on that action, then you need to join Patreon. Plus, we release bonus episodes. Sometimes they're a little slow during live show season, but we appreciate y'all's patience.
But speaking of live show season, you get the first access to the tickets if you're a patron, no matter what level you are. So make sure you join patreon.com/cocktails. Also, our merch, our t-shirts are on sale. So go to I'mCuriousToKnow.com, get those now. And while you're there, pre-order the game.
It might be actually in by now.
And I think it's going to be all the pre-orders. It's going to be gone. Like, so y'all better really sign up to get the game before just come on.
Yeah,
It's going to be sold
the
out.
production be slow. The company is in Florida, so we already had a week where they
is
couldn't
underwater.
do shit. Yeah. What else? Okay, so we have our live show coming up this weekend, Sunday, October 16th, Chicago at City Winery. We're pre-recording, so not sure if it's sold out, but go ahead and head to the City Winery website, and you can buy your tickets there.
The theme is burlesque.
Yes.
So come
Dress
in.
up.
Yeah, dress up. Kiki and I got our outfits. I'm
Yeah.
very excited about mine. I really went all in. I was like,
Yeah.
if we gonna do it, let's do it, baby. I'm wearing if we have an after party, I'm wearing it to the after party.
Okay, I'm not. But
Okay.
I ordered the costume and it's not here, but I hope that I really like it because then I'm like, damn, what am I going to do for a backup? I'm going to find something though. I got like a head thing. I got accessories. I went to Amazon like you told me. I just need to find some shoes.
I need to find shoes too.
And then after that, we'll be in Boston on November 5th. 4th, my bad. November 4th at City Winery in Boston. And then we will be at Stand Up Live in Huntsville, Alabama on November 10th. That's a Thursday night. And then last but not least for the year, we are going to close it out December 10th, Houston, Texas at Warehouse Live. All of the VIP tables for that show are already sold out. They went during Patreon time.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And then, the tickets are still on sale now. This isn't something that I think you want to wait until the week of because I feel like it's going to be gone. So don't be telling us you coming if you didn't buy your tickets because you're going to be sad.
And don't wait on your friends. Just buy all the tickets. If you know 5 of your friends are going, buy 5 tickets, have them pay you back.
That's the easiest thing to do.
It is. It's going to be a great time. Houston, I'm really excited about Houston. The theme for that is the Players Ball.
Yes.
So you can be a pimp, you could be a hoe, you could be both. What you doing? Let's turn up. I think I'm
Yes,
going to be
because
alone.
we dressing up too. I cannot wait. I've been looking for a grill. I need a cane. I need a big pinky ring.
I need a fur maybe.
Yeah, definitely.
I can't wait. I'm excited. If you are wanting to sponsor one of our live shows, please hit us up. We would love to help you grow your business. And I mean, I don't want to flex, but we be helping niggas.
Yeah. So just send us an email, info@cocktailspod.com, and we can send over our rates, media kit, whether you want to sponsor a live show or the actual just regular weekly podcast. Those ads live forever. And at the live shows, you get to get your product right in the hands and in front of the faces of our listeners.
I love that.
Nice.
So let's chat.
With me?
Yes, with you.
with
We're done with our announcements now.
like,
No, we're busy girls. We got to get that out the way.
man, y'all was.
And
Ooh,
Sense loves to chat, so I'm glad that you're here. He be loving to share a cocktail.
Oh boy.
Okay, he
Oh,
was
boy.
talking to me out there, and then he kept saying, "Oh, I gotta wait till we get in there. We should wait and hold this conversation." So what's been going on since?
Man, just working as usual, doing my Trendsetter Sense thing. Got a couple companies I'm building.
Okay.
What's the relationship status?
That's what we really want to know.
Oh boy.
I mean, business is great, but we're at
Have you had any
cocktails.
kids since
I haven't had no kids.
Okay.
Any scares? Pregnancy scares?
No.
Really lucky. Well, the niggas really don't have the scares because for some reason women don't let the men know when they're scared about being
I
pregnant.
would.
I would too. I say
I mean,
scare
We
that
all gonna
nigga.
be scared.
I'm pregnant. I'm having the baby.
Just like that.
Just like that. Even if I know I'm not having it, I need you to
What
be
if
scared.
you just met the guy? Like, what if it's like
I'm not gonna be
Well,
the only
I'm
one going through this
especially gonna stress you the fuck out.
You need to know. I think I'm pregnant and I might be keeping it. What you gonna do?
But Dina, that's what we on. Like,
That's what we on.
Well, what we supposed to do? Spare your feelings?
No. I'm not saying it like that. I'm just saying like, what's up with the, like conversation, figuring it out. You just that's what it is. Like,
Oh no! And now I'm being extra because we're on a podcast.
Oh,
but
gotcha.
if I really when and if I have another pregnancy scare, I'm definitely not holding on to the stress by myself. I'm just saying, let the man know. So often women just hold on to it and tell their friends,
absolutely,
and then you're like,
absolutely.
I'm just not even going to tell him. I'm telling you.
Yeah, absolutely.
You gonna find out, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you said no kids,
No kids.
no relationship.
I am in a relationship.
Stuttering?
I know, right?
Look at
That's
him
an
proud.
Yeah, that's an update. Yeah.
That's
good.
Congratulations.
Yep.
You made it through a successful cuffing season.
So many of us don't.
I did get in a relationship. And they're definitely going to pull this link and listen to it.
So be on your good behavior.
No. They cool. Like, they know.
You found someone that accepts you for you.
They know what not saying like I was like a thought or nothing, but they know like
It's okay if
the
you
world
were.
that I've been in and stuff like that. And so like
Everybody got a pass.
Yeah.
I love somebody that understands that we all got a pass, baby.
Okay.
Don't play.
We're gonna play a game with you. It's called I'm Curious to Know.
Okay.
It's the card game. I was telling you that.
Yeah, I
we
like
came out
that
with.
too. Like look at this quality. Look at this.
They're nice and thick.
Apparently,
Apparently.
Y'all merchandise game is on fire. Like
Thank you. You know, Medina let us know that they do withstand bodily fluids. They're not going to shrivel up. So, it's an excellent card.
If you have sex, if you start playing the game and you start having sex and you get a little semen on there or a little period blood, the card will still, you can just wipe it off.
just
Have a little bit of a gloss to it.
Yeah, a little spit.
I saw the gloss.
linen.
Ah.
Yeah,
It's a nice stack.
So, Medina, do you want to start?
I'll go first.
Okay.
And I'm glad we're asking a man this. Okay, since I'm curious to know, what do you consider cheating?
That's
And be
a good one.
detailed.
That's a good one. I like that.
In your own relationship.
Yeah. Penetration oral. Flat out.
That's the only
So
thing you think is
physical
cheating.
sex.
Physical.
Okay, so she can go on a date with somebody, and that's not y'all can make it through that.
No, can't do no.
Well, nigga,
That's what we asking.
You let me say answer A and B. We didn't get into the whole.
Okay, so what else?
All right. Let's just get all right. So yeah, the hardcore stuff is the physical. No sex, oral, all of that. No, you can't do no like no dates and stuff like that. That goes in either direction. No dates. Now I know that this is a fine line thing, cause I know, especially women, some dudes are dumb. They get
We
stupid.
know.
Yeah. And me being a maturing young man, I have accepted the fact that we do dumb shit. You get what I'm
Okay.
saying? So I can speak very objectively about these things. So because I've been dumb at times. You get what I'm saying?
You might go back to being dumb. I was looking at the
trying
Adam
not to go
Levine
be
thing. You
dumb.
see what Adam Levine did?
No,
What'd he do?
what happened?
It was just
Oh wait, is this the one where he had the baby and tried to name the baby after the
after
side
the
chick?
side chick and sent her a message, and it was
Now
like
that's some stupid ass shit.
it was but it was like, why would you're Adam Levine and you sent this in something that could be traced? What is wrong with y'all?
Wait, who was the baby with?
His wife. He has a wife. And he had a side chick, and he mentioned that the name of the side chick to his wife is naming the baby that. The wife obviously didn't know this was his side chick, and he mentioned when the wife liked the name, I think it was like Sunger or something like that.
Probably something ugly.
She liked
Sorry,
the
girl.
name, and then he was like, he told the side chick, hey, like, I'm thinking about naming my baby after you. And of course, it has now gone viral, and it was just one of those things. But don't be shaking your head, because niggas be doing dumb shit like this every day, B.
No, I'm in agreement.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I've gone through my dumb nigga phase or dumb phase. I've gone through that.
I'm glad you're out of it.
I've matured. You know what I'm saying? But when we was going back to the list, the dates, the physical,
Sex.
no sex, can't do the sex.
Yeah.
That's no.
What about accepting gifts? Is that all right?
Is that all right? That's a good question.
I can't accept gifts, man.
Well, goddamn, what can I do? How am I supposed to cheat in peace and you got all these fucking
But
rules?
I mean, no. If you want to cheat, then if that's your
I'm
preference.
joking.
If that's your, that's what some people do. That some people, that's what they, that's their thing. They into that, So then
It's
there's no
just so-
rules if that's what you're doing. There's no rules. You get what I'm saying? But
feel
if
you.
there are rules, You not
It's
feeling that?
interesting because even especially with the lifestyle that you live and you're in the entertainment world, I feel like you probably get a lot of passes. And if somebody brought you a gift to a show and was like, I love how you DJ, would you give it back?
No, I wouldn't have.
You would keep it.
Yeah, I would keep it. Yeah, I would keep it.
Women, it ain't fair.
But it has
I'm
nothing to
keeping it
do
too.
with nothing. Like if it's just,
But if it's like
If
she
it's just-
likes you and she's trying to give you a gift,
you're gonna have people that's just gonna like you. You know, that's just what they gonna do. Like y'all got y'all show, y'all beautiful girls. Like it's good. Motherfuckers don't want to
but
see
I'm
y'all
saying
shit.
like your
know what I'm
girlfriend, she accepts a gift from somebody. It's not somebody that she's been going on dates with. It's somebody who's crushing on her. It might be like a coworker or something.
That's gonna happen. I don't care about.
Or
that.
what if he just
Okay.
sent the Cash App without asking her if he should send the Cash App? Does she have to send it back?
My girl's smart enough. She probably wouldn't tell me that kind of dumb shit.
Okay. So ladies, just close your mouth.
Yeah.
And your legs.
Okay, I have another one.
Okay.
Do you believe in soul ties?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. Wait, that was it? There's no, you ain't gonna elaborate? That was
No.
just, she was like, oh, okay, next question.
Typically, if you're playing this game with someone that you're interested in, it would lead to a conversation. But for time's sake,
Yeah, we can move on.
Ah.
Some people don't. They feel very strong. You feel very strong. Yes, we all believe in soul ties here. So
Okay.
Okay. When was the last time you ghosted someone, and why?
Wait, like, how?
Ghosted is just like you just totally dipped out. You stopped talking to them and didn't tell them. They might have
Yeah.
even hit you up
No
like, "Hey,
communication.
what
It was just
happened?"
nothing.
You don't give a response. You don't.
You
don't
talking about
care.
like a girl?
Yeah.
Who else?
I mean,
your homies.
no, I'm just saying like a situation where
Like a
somebody's like trying
dating
to holler
situation.
at you or something.
Yeah.
Y'all were actually involved.
Actually involved?
Sex has actually happened, and then you just dip. You just go away. I love how often people ghost people. Every time we ask someone this question, they're stumped.
There's something, and they just be acting like they don't know what ghosting
No, I'm
is.
kidding. No.
I haven't.
listen, you
I-
turned it to
I'm try-
cash.
I'm
Do
Do
you
you
trying to
know
have-
the last person you ghosted and why?
I did it just a couple weeks
I
ago.
did it too, and I know why.
Because his feet were crusty, and
he
he
was
being
missing
cheap.
his side tooth.
Well,
Yeah.
that's a good
And
reason.
he
Damn,
didn't talk
women.
around friends. And I was like, nigga, why ain't you talking? I'm bringing you around social people. You
You
ain't
know what? I
talking.
saw him the other day, too.
You did?
He spoke, and I said, it's probably because Medina said something to him about not being social, because he came over and said hi, because I wasn't sure if you had gave him the chop
I
or
told
not.
him. I was like, I'm not bringing you out no more because you don't talk to people. Like,
Well, he
why
came over, he
here?
was
Damn,
trying
y'all
to
got
talk. I was
strict
with
ass
Lex,
rules.
too.
Well, y'all harsh.
That's
bro.
not
is
bad.
that is just courtesy. Imagine if you're dating your girlfriend, you bring her to a place where it's in your world. Maybe there's musicians there. Maybe it's just like a dinner with people that you work with, right? And everyone's
6 of y'all.
socializing,
Yeah.
and you're at an intimate table, and they're just sitting here on their phone. That's rude.
That's whack.
I
Yeah.
don't represent that. I am social, and if I bring you out with me, it's because I have trusted that you would be a great representation of me, and
Yeah,
you
that's whack.
ruined it.
Yeah.
And you missing a side tooth.
All right. Okay, my last one.
Damn.
He didn't even answer.
I
But go
know.
ahead, Kiki. Time. Go
Yes.
ahead.
Would you be okay not having oral sex ever again?
No.
I don't even know why you hesitated. Why do people be hesitating on that question?
I don't know.
Everybody want a little head.
Yeah.
Everybody want a little sloppy top. Come on, slop this top.
Head is like top priority.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now we're going to move on to weird sex, and then we're going to talk to Sense some more and get more in his business.
You said a man is not a necessity, a man is a luxury.
Like dessert. Yeah. Man is absolutely not necessity.
Did you mean that to sound mean and bitter?
Oh, not at all. I adore dessert. I love men. I think men are the coolest. But you don't really need them to live.
Hilarious.
Okay. So, pull it back up. Y'all, this is a crazy story that several people sent me. It was going around Instagram, and this lady was an Uber driver, right? Or is an Uber driver. And somehow she found out that this lady is married and her husband has been cheating on her. They have children together. And so the lady who is the Uber driver ends up picking up the guy. Here we go. She picked him up and dropped the cheating husband and the mistress off to the wife and kids who are waiting. on them. Now, how
Wow.
So
she
the
was
Uber driver knew the wife.
yeah. And so I don't know how she worked this out. She was just riding in the area. She must have known this was a setup. And I love it because he was wrong for this. And she dropped his ass off. And I can't wait to hear. I'll update y'all when I get an update
But
on
wait a
what
minute.
actually happened.
If
What?
you in the Uber and they doing their thing, like they didn't realize, like, wait, we're going to my house.
No, I said dropped him off to the wife and kids. I
So
didn't
maybe
say
they
to
were
their
at
house.
the restaurant where they thought they were going, and then you go inside and your wife and kids are sitting there.
Yeah,
Ooh.
like I done picked up your husband. He got a bitch in the car. They going to Denny's, bitch. Get up there.
Denny's.
now.
Not Denny's.
I know.
Well, I'm making up Denny's.
When's the last time y'all been to a Denny's?
I don't eat Denny's.
Last
Last time I went, I was probably 7 years old on a church
I don't
trip,
even think I've
it's been a
ever
while.
and I was mad, and I
been
did
in
not
a Denny's.
eat.
That is not vibrational food.
Vibrational
So,
food.
Listen, y'all,
Hilarious.
and I dare somebody to send me a message talking about we talking about Denny's. You know when we talk about Cheesecake Factory and people be mad.
They do be mad, and I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck.
Y'all don't like Cheesecake Factory?
No.
Cheesecake Factory used to be the shit
It's
back
not
in the
that
day.
I don't like Cheesecake
Back in the
Factory.
day.
I love those avocado egg
We just
rolls
don't want to go on a date there.
to Cheesecake Factory. And
I'll eat Cheesecake Factory cheesecake. I personally don't like the menu. It has way too many options. There's no way that any of this
Diner style.
is like perfect, and you really take the time to cook it because you're gonna have to microwave stuff.
Well, the miso salmon is popping, and I do love them avocado egg rolls. Me and my mom go all the time, but I'm not going there with no nigga unless we're married and we're tired and we just got a break from the kids. That's a you
Hilarious.
got kids restaurant. That's an after church.
Every time I've
situation.
been, the kids in there crying, so I definitely won't want to be in there.
It's just a lot going on in Cheesecake Factory. How you really getting to know somebody?
Let me tell y'all something. Dating in 2022 is a complete disaster. I was talking about the dating apps. I have deleted yet another one. I'm over it. I need another app because the ones I have are not working.
Well, Kiki, delete them
What?
all. Delete them all
I did.
and download First Rounds on Me. It's not on me, but it's gonna be on somebody else's son.
Tell me more.
Our sponsor, First Rounds on Me, is a new dating app for people who want to cut out the small talk and actually meet up in person, date in real life.
Finally.
Here's how it works.
Okay, so you swipe through people's profiles, and if you see someone you're interested in, you send them a date invite directly.
It's simple. You choose a drink, a location, and a time, and then hit send.
The person will receive the date invite in their inbox. They can accept the date, reject it, or suggest a new drink, new location, or new time.
If they accept the date, your date is scheduled.
Now, here's the twist. You can only chat on the app up to 6 hours before your date is scheduled to start. First Rounds on Me wants you to get out there, meet face to face, and make a real connection in person. No more pen pals.
You can only schedule one date per day, so don't get greedy, and only up to a week in advance.
Some of the benefits of First Rounds on Me are that you don't have to wait to match with someone. You just ask them out directly, and you're not going to be wasting weeks and weeks of your time with somebody because you schedule a date, you get out there, you date, and you see what happens and move on.
If you're tired of the small talk, pen pals, and playing games, First Rounds on Me is for you.
First Rounds on Me is now available on Android and iOS. Head over to FROMEdating.com/CockTales. That's FROMEdating.com/CockTales and download the app, make a profile, and get yourself a date.
You can also find the link in the episode description. I just downloaded it, so I'm excited.
Well, that's what I'm about to do. Talk to you guys later.
Damn.
You not.
Before we dive into the topics, I do want to shout out the Delta flight attendants really quick because Kiki, I don't know about you, but they be listening to CockTales. I was in the airport a few weeks ago. Honestly, every time I've been on a Delta flight these past couple of months since we've been traveling, random drinks just start getting sent to me, and it'd be the flight attendants talking about, we love CockTales. And the person next to me would be looking at me like, what the fuck is going on? They ain't even started the drink service yet. And I'd be like, is somebody trying to holler? And it'd be the flight attendants. Shout out to the Delta flight attendants. They be listening. You need to be working, ma'am.
They're just trying to keep the clients happy.
I love it. I love it. Them little margaritas.
I was in the airport when I was coming back from DC, and we were in the lounge, and I was really at the bar promoting the show, trying to get people to go to the other live shows. These people are like 60 years old, didn't give a fuck. Shout out to you, Mr. David.
Come on, Mr.
He
David.
was trying to buy us shots. He almost had us miss our flight. We were having a good old time in the lounge.
Aren't the shots free in the lounge?
Everything is free.
Oh, you said he
But
was buying.
you can buy them if it's like a premium liquor. The regular
Mr.
stuff
David
is free.
wasn't playing. He said, I want a black
What
woman.
y'all want?
I want some
He
black
was
pussy.
black.
Oh, okay, Miss. I'm sorry, Mr. David. I assumed you was white.
Yeah, there was lots of black people in there. There were some
apologies.
cuties in there. I love going to the lounge.
The Sky Lounge.
Yes. Say hi if you ever see me. It's a good, relaxing time. That's how I make my flights on time. Okay. So this week we are going to be talking to Sense, like I said, about his business. I have a question. We were talking about this on the Patreon Live recently. When is the last time a woman complimented you?
Today.
Your girlfriend?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, besides her.
A stranger woman. Like, just
Yeah.
someone was like, you look really nice today. Or you're handsome. Or I like your hair.
I get that a few times.
You do?
I ain't trying to be like, well, no arrogant shit or nothing, but yeah.
It's not arrogant. We asked you.
Okay, yeah. Like when I'm DJing or something, somebody always gives me a little compliment.
And how does that make you feel? We're trying to appreciate men.
It's definitely like a little,
Ego boost?
they give you a little 1-2.
Makes you feel happy
You
and
like,
gushy
okay,
inside.
all right, you know, you don't want to, because women are so detailed and they pay attention to every little thing. You know what I mean? Like you talking about side teeth and
Well, that has nothing to do with detail. You can see it when they laugh.
you know what I'm saying? And yeah, so like when a woman paying attention, you like, all right, yeah, you know, yeah. I usually get that when I'm DJing.
That's nice. Kiki, when was the last time you were complimented?
Today.
What they say?
It's not something I care to share,
What?
but it was a nice little compliment
What'd they
that
say?
I got. It's a very nasty. I don't want to talk about it because I don't
Ain't
want to tell
this
the story.
CockTales?
It is, but I don't want to tell the whole
She
story.
being all prude.
I am. I'm prude today.
Yo,
I'm a
I'm
lady.
not-
I have
I'm
on
not
my
used to this.
long dress. I'm covered up.
I'm not used to what you said. You just, I know what
I'm
they
dating a
say.
preacher now, so.
What?
Hallelujah.
You know I'm
GP,
fucking
are
lying.
you
Oh.
with
You
me?
know I'm fucking lying.
Yeah, that.
No,
If she was dating a preacher, I would
He was
be
just
like,
telling me how good the sex was. It was a compliment like that, but I like
Oh,
it.
I
It's
love
not a bad
compliments
thing.
Like that.
It's not, but I didn't want to say exactly what it was. It was just. We're not about to have sex
You
right
said-
now
you
on this
said
show.
that-
I don't want to be thinking about that right now.
There
Next,
was
when was your
recently-
last compliment?
Said that-
There was two, but I am gonna share the nasty one. Recently, there was a nigga eating my pussy, and he stopped in the middle of it. He looked up. There was like slobber and everything on. And I'm looking at him like, "Why are you stopping?" And he was like, he had never ate my pussy before, and he was like, "It tastes just like I thought it would." And I said, "Oh my, you been thinking about this? What it tastes like? Royalty?"
Oh,
my
shit.
Okay, so and Kiki, I was recently on a flight with a young man, and we didn't purchase the tickets together, and he had higher status than me, and he had got upgraded to first class, and I didn't. I was still in the back, and so he right but it wasn't an awkward moment because we've been kind of like fucking around with each other. And so he had already, initially we weren't even supposed to be on this trip together. We had went somewhere together. We were going separate ways. And then my pussy's so good that he wanted to switch his flight to come to Atlanta with me. And so when he switched the flight, anyways, he got upgraded and I didn't. And he downgraded his seat to come and sit in row 13 with me.
That's fire.
I felt very special.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, that's amazing. And so I wanted to ask you, have you ever been in a situation like that? Have you ever done that for someone? Have you ever been in a situation where you're traveling with a woman, you have pre-check and she doesn't, and you leave her or you wait in the line with her? Like any situations like that?
Trying to think of my traveling stuff.
Do you travel with women a lot?
I did.
Do you have pre-check and clear?
Yeah, I got all
I
that.
just got pre-check and I'm so
got
glad
all
I
that.
did.
I
I
told
can't
you.
believe I
You know,
never had it.
I was
can't
always
either.
the one that was flying somebody in and doing all of that. So I never...
Avoid the situation. I always say that. Avoid the situation. Let's just meet where we're going. So you're never.
Because I'm leaving your black ass if you don't have pre-check and clear. I'm going to the VIP
Yo,
line.
y'all
I'll
are
see you on the
so
other
hilarious.
side.
And now that I have pre-check, I understand it. It's like I'm paying for this service. I don't know why.
Why am I skipping the service and now I got to get undressed, get all my equipment out? They treat you a little different over there. You know how it is.
Yo,
Anytime you're at a lower status, something they give you a little attitude. Like we both mad to be
And
here.
9 times out of 10, I done got here late. Now we really about to miss the flight.
Yeah, when
Y'all
I could have
killing
just
them.
walked through with all of my things, shoes on, and kept it pumping. The bins are smaller. Sorry.
Since maybe you've never been in that situation, but what would you tell men that a lot of men are finding themselves in
I
situations
would do something like
this?
that. Wait, with the,
Would you downgrade your seat and go sit back there with her?
it's just a flight.
If it's Comfort Plus,
It wasn't, bitch.
oh,
I was in 13.
I would leave that nigga. Sorry, you gotta get your flights up. I told you, baby, come fly with me, and you didn't come.
But
You wanted to sit at home.
But the roles were
It's the
reversed.
man who's
I
moving.
know.
Yeah.
Oh, Kiki's like, I would
So hold
never
up,
be
you're not
back
gonna-
there
you're
with those peasants.
I'm saying if I got the upgrade and I'm traveling with the man and he didn't, I'm not gonna do that. I wouldn't expect him to come sit in the back. I would kind of look at him a little bit, but I would say honestly, bitch, you know you're not gonna do it either. So
I,
mean,
didn't expect it, but I was like, whatever you
But
need,
it's
I got
nice.
you. It
I
was
mean,
very nice.
I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Like my girl now, like, you know, and you know, from all the traveling and all I did, I was all diamond out and everything. My girl, she a boss, so like her
she
shit.
wasn't gonna be in the back of the plane.
Her
anyway.
shit is up.
Like you
know,
need to upgrade your
you know,
seat.
Yeah,
Well,
like
I feel like most of our demographic is like me. You're back there with me. So tell us about this boss bitch, though.
oh yeah, like we kind of be, you know, it's whatever
Mm-hmm.
type shit. Like her shit, like is diamond out too, so it's real.
So
This
you
is
wouldn't
just
find
not one of your
yourself
problems.
in
This is
this
for-
situation with
for
her.
Not in my relationship, no,
Mm.
no,
That's exciting.
yeah, no, yeah, like.
Yeah.
Rich bitch energy.
Definitely, she definitely
She's
be
gonna
doing
hear
that.
this part and really
She's the-
love it.
Yeah.
She's gonna be like,
Oh, I
I
know
know
she
that's
do.
right.
On my way over here, she was talking about it. Yeah. You know, it's been a while since I talked to you. I was single the last time. You know the thing is.
Yeah.
I can tell because you all real like
No, no,
nervous
today.
now.
He
Yeah,
on good
normally
behavior.
sees me like, let me tell you about this one bitch. You want to see the video?
No,
she
you wanna
know-
remember-
No,
yeah.
she knows about all that. Like that's what
No,
makes
but we're
it.
saying you just calm. You must be happy. Like
Yeah.
I don't even be thinking about that shit no more.
Well, I
Nah,
did.
yeah, no, it's you know. I mean, it's you know like I still be on my OG shit with it. Like you know, my young cats that like they kind of like look up to me and be like, "Yo, you ain't never done it." So I do all of that stuff. But
Well, speaking of young men looking up to you, we've noticed that there's an issue going around.
What's going on?
And that's a lot of men, young and older, having issues like bringing up what they want sexually. Do you find that it is hard sometimes to ask for more kinkier things,
Like
or
maybe
can
you
you
want your
recall a
booty hole
time when it was like that? Yeah, maybe
I
you
ain't-
want a little something extra.
I don't have that problem because yeah, we ain't worried about it.
You're not
You
worried
know-
about what?
We ain't worried about nothing. I'm trying to
Like, are you shy to ask for something? If it's something that you want, and she just didn't know you wanted it.
And it's nasty. It's not just like you want to
Or
hit
do
it from
you
the
not
bag.
like
It's like I
nasty
want you to put
stuff?
your thumb in my booty hole.
I ain't doing all that. That ain't my type time.
Oh.
Like you know that.
So it
I
doesn't.
ain't doing-
Again, it doesn't apply.
that ain't my time. But that ain't.
Has
the-
anybody ever been too nasty for you?
I've had some nasty ones. Y'all
But
know
too
that.
nasty,
Y'all
you
know
had to run
that.
away.
But we need them
Y'all
to
know
know
that.
We need the listeners.
We got a lot of new listeners since the last time you were here.
Y'all like since you boring now. You in a relationship. You boring
That's
this
what
shit
happens
now.
when niggas get in a relationship.
We're gonna have to say single forever.
Ever, bitch.
You talking about
Nasty women.
nasty women?
That are
Yeah.
too
Yeah, where it's
nasty.
ever like, okay, but you asking for too much.
And give us an example of what that might look like.
I've been in a couple situations. It was this grown ass woman when I was traveling and stuff, and she was just, boy, she was. I might have told y'all about this. She just
What she try to do? Peg you?
no, she didn't.
Oh.
No, fuck no. I'm not. That's not happening.
But that
she-
would be an example
she-
of somebody being too nasty for you, where if she wanted to do it and you
She
like,
pulled
nah.
that strap out.
That's never gonna happen. Not with not doing that. I've had sometimes I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Nah, we cool.
Like what?
No, like nah, the nasty.
Toys?
It's okay
they
if you
pull the
don't
nasty
have
shit.
nasty sex.
No, but
It's all right.
Y'all,
You know
y'all,
what? I
y'all
think-
try to act like I'm square or something. Like, look at you.
The dots are going.
No, there's one girl that it's funny. There's one girl, she pulled up with like butt plugs and all kinds of extra shit. Yeah. She had all that
For
shit going.
you or for her?
For her.
Uh-huh.
And then she definitely like
She put them in.
she had me do it.
Uh-huh.
And
Were you like, oh, I really don't want to be back here in the pootie
huh?
area?
No.
Oh, you were
Just
fine with it?
Okay, so that wasn't too nasty.
What's the nasty y'all talking about?
We're saying too nasty, like it's
You're
nasty and you're
uncomfortable.
not gonna do it.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, oh, like pegging would be an example of too nasty because
never
that's
had
not something that you gonna do.
I never had a girl try to do that with me. Never.
Yeah, and so this is what we be talking about because men have a hard time using the word to
This
say the
is
nasty
a prime
stuff.
example.
What?
And so we be trying to figure out, like, okay, where are the boundaries with nasty stuff? And it's like the
Y'all don't
things never
Come
actually
out
get
of your mouth. It's
said.
like even like with you talking, you're like, and sometimes somebody
Ooh.
did something nasty, and it's
It's
like,
a
and
ooh.
then this, and ooh, and then she was in the dun-a-dun, and the dun-a-dun, and the dun-a-dun.
But we're like, what the fuck happened? She pulled out the butt plugs and what? You had to lick it and it still
She
had boo-boo
pulled out-
on it?
No, she pulled out the butt plugs for herself, and then she was like, make sure that I hold on to this every time we meet up, because it was, when I was
She wanted
traveling.
you to hold on to it.
Yeah, keep it in my bags and stuff, and then every time we met up, like that's what she wanted. Yeah.
So what kind was it? Was it one of the pretty ones with the diamonds on it?
It was definitely one of them.
I don't like them.
It
That's
was
the one
definitely-
that got lodged into my butthole, and
Yeah,
I almost had to go to the emergency room to get it out.
Me and some of my friends
Yes.
went to go buy them. They made me get one of those. I don't like butt stuff. But I got it because, it's girls' night. This is what we're going to do.
Y'all are gonna put stuff in your booty holes.
Mm-hmm. So we did, and I was just like, only one of us out of the three is liking this. Why did we let you talk us into this? This shit hurt.
Wait, one out of the three.
It was me and two of my girlfriends. We went to the sex store, and one of them was like, oh, y'all need to get a butt plug. Let me show you the kind. And so she picked some out for each of us, and we all put them in, but only she was like, yeah, it's cool. And we were like, this
Y'all
shit
went
hurt.
home that night and all put them in.
Yeah, I was like, oh, let's try it. Like,
Yeah.
That's an interesting
Because
girls'
I
night.
needed help to get it in, too.
So your
because-
homegirl helped you, like, you
Well,
bent
she
over and they put
she
it in.
coached me through it, but I was going to need another hand, and then I was thinking about
Did you lube it up and all of that? Did you do the lube? Okay.
And then she was like, you got to get on your side and like lay in a certain position. I'm like, this is a lot. My booty is tight, okay? Because I
Wow.
only use it for one thing, and it's not anything fun. And
What did you use it for?
to boo boo.
Oh, okay. You're
What-
not
what it's
into
made
you're not
for.
into the whole.
I
yeah.
don't like the anal sex on me.
I
That
don't,
shit
is that
hurts.
like I'm asking y'all as women? Is that a turn on?
I
Like,
love anal.
Damn.
Like, to the point where
Yeah,
it's,
look at the
you-
smile on her face.
I know she lit the fuck up. Like, oh boy,
Yes, I
I
want it now.
What
I
is it-
can't even hide it.
what
It
does it
feels
do,
so
Medina?
good. It's just such an uncharted territory. Well, it used to be an uncharted
I was
territory.
uncharted for who, bitch?
No, that bitch is chartered. I like anal because it's so like I like nasty sex, and so like it's to think about.
You be on some porno shit. Don't
I
you?
do. Sometimes when people are like, "Sex is not like porn," I'd be like, "My sex is, bitch." But I like the way that it feels going inside. I like the painful parts of it. I like
Yeah, that's
the there's like a light at the end of the tunnel when it gets all the way in, and I like that it's available, for
It
all.
seems like the light of death. Like, when you see the light at the end of the tunnel and it's about to be your time to go, that's what it felt like.
Yeah, and now I'm at a point where my booty hole is so progressive that I can accept, like, it doesn't matter how big or small it is. If it's small, I feel like a queen, because it's just like he feels so special thinking that this was gonna hurt, and I'm like, you don't even know. You do not even know. This is not even anything. But I just like that it's just a different area of the body. So I like that. I like holes.
So
Okay.
hilarious.
Have
like
somebody
other
eat your ear out?
Eat my ear.
Nah, I like that.
Mm-hmm. Eat your
Giving
ear
and
out. Not just a
receiving.
lick, though. Just eat your
You gotta
ear
just
out.
like get in there.
No.
You gotta tell
Damn,
your
y'all
girl to
making
try
me feel
it.
like
Tell
I'm
your
a
girl to try it.
deprived child.
You
or
might
something.
be.
You might be, or just very
I
vanilla.
I felt like I done had some experiences.
You
like-
probably just had a lot of experiences, not necessarily a lot of different types of experiences, and that's okay.
It is.
Because people are into a lot of things.
like I'm in
Now,
counseling
I
right now.
I have another question. When do you guys feel comfortable pooping around someone that you're
That's
dating?
a really good question.
It is.
That's a good question.
Answer it for
And,
us.
Yeah, I'm gonna answer it. And as a man, it's tough because you be having them man shits and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, you already know, like, you know what I mean? Like, and then especially if y'all eating good, y'all, the dinners and all that, then you like drinking and you like, fuck. Now I ain't gonna lie, like when me and my girl, we was first, like when I was at her crib, my crib, I don't care. But when we was at her crib,
The stomach started bubbling.
I had some bubble guts. I had a couple bubble guts. And she lives in like a high rise, so like I was hitting the building joint, the building bathroom.
Oh, you left and like went to the visitor bathroom.
Yeah, I went to like the one on the floor. But
I understand
That is considerate because I feel like the niggas I be fucking with, I'm the only one nervous to poop in front of he will go in the bathroom and just do it.
that was
Maybe
and fart
and do the things.
well, that was in the first couple of weeks, but then we got so comfortable. I said, "Fuck that shit!" Like,
You're not walking down the hall no more.
Nah.
too
That was like the
far.
first couple of weeks, and then like we were spending so much time together. Like, I was like, man, fuck this shit.
You
You
I
gotta
ain't
go,
give a
you
fuck.
gotta go.
Yeah.
What
And-
about you?
It takes a long time for me. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't feel comfortable taking a shit in front of someone that I like for maybe like
months.
it's months, and I want to say like 5 months, at least 5 months.
Ooh, that's a long ass.
It's a long ass time. So it's like very nerve wracking. But I don't mind if we're on a trip together doing the hotel, the visitor's bathroom, or if it's sometimes you have to look at the hotel bathroom and get a good visual and understand if it's airy enough to where if you take a shower, it's gonna air out in time.
Yeah.
And because what also you don't want to do is if you take a shower and get steamy, you open the door and now the whole room smells like shit because you thought that it went away, it didn't go away. Or I like to travel with poopery. If I have a poopery with me, or some matches,
My girl
then I'll
got
do
that.
that.
Matches
She got
do
that. She got the poopery
And you
shit.
gotta hit it with the pump and dump too, but sometimes it's
shit.
just going, so you don't really have time
Have
to
you ever
pump
had
and
it where the
dump.
pump and dump isn't working because the flush stops flushing and now you're like,
Yes.
oh shit. I was at a funeral a few weeks ago and that happened in the funeral home bathroom.
What?
Ooh. People already said, now we gotta add this.
Now,
One time I was at a nigga's house and I had to take a shit. And it was probably the first time I took a shit around him. And I was so embarrassed. Y'all, the toilet wouldn't flush.
It clogged?
It just wouldn't flush.
you
And
have-
it wasn't that I had a bunch of shit in there, but when I just went to flush, I had one lonely turd. And
Not a
it would not
turd.
flush. So then I was like, am I about to have to like dive in here and get this shit? Like, how much toilet tissue am I going to use? And where am I going to put it? Because then if I take it out, I have nowhere to flush it. It's definitely going to smell like sewer rat in here. I was so scared. I took the top off of the toilet and I was like, I remember seeing my grandpa do something before. How am I going to do this? I was like, okay, maybe if I just put more water in here, it's automatically going to flush. Where's the plunger? And I just put a whole bunch of toilet tissue on top and I said, I am so sorry.
Yo.
I
That
had to
is
go,
embarrassing.
and your toilet would not flush. I didn't clog it, but it was already clogged. He was like, oh, my bag, Shawty, it was already messed up. I put it in a maintenance order already. Why did you let me
Well,
go to the bathroom?
'cause
I'm in
niggas-
here sweating bullets.
Wait, he knew.
He knew that the toilet wasn't flushing earlier, and we went back. He was like, oh, like he forgot because he had put it in a maintenance order. I guess they
Are y'all
didn't
still
come
kicking
you
yet.
it?
gotta let
No.
people know.
Okay, see. Was that the
No.
reason?
That wasn't the reason. It should have been the reason.
But I have been known to every now and again you can't hold it in. I have to say, oh my gosh, I really have to poop. Can you leave?
What about farting though? You just say
I'm the same with fart. It's
I
something
can't do
about
it.
like I just
And you know it's gonna stink.
mine are like little atomic
ooh,
bombs.
you silent
It's
but
like-
deadlies?
It's like, and sometimes they not silent, to be honest. And it's like I've been eating a lot of broccoli, a lot of leafy greens.
A lot of
Oh, yeah.
vibrational foods.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I'm trying to get those vegetables up. And when it comes out, especially when I'm with my international men, now we eating food
Your
from around the
international-
world.
Now you got a spicy booty hole.
Because that's what happened the other day. Too much. I don't even know what the shit was called. It had 3 letters to it. And I was like, this was not a good idea. My stomach hurts.
Oh.
And it didn't kick in until the next day. So I didn't have to do it in front of him. But I was like, this is all of what
Was
I
it
ate.
fufu?
It wasn't fufu. I don't fuck with the fufu.
I never had no fufu, but I want to taste it.
You got to eat it with something else.
Don't you? It's
So
like
when I
you
make-
dip it in something, right?
Yeah, so when I make a goosey soup, I'll invite you.
Ooh.
And you can try it.
I can't wait. Make sure y'all get Klassy Baste.
I had a girlfriend I was with for years and she never let me see her shit.
You wanted to watch it happen?
No, but I'm just
Oh.
saying you in the crib.
I mean, some people are into that.
Yeah, then you do start wondering, like, do you ever?
I caught her. Like we were
She's
like
probably so embarrassed.
I caught her and I was like, oh, she was acting like she never. I was like, what are you, a fucking doll? You don't shit. Like you don't, like nothing comes out. Like,
Yes, I'm a Barbie.
and I caught her.
I'm perfect. I asked him to bring us refills because
I was like,
he's
what's
out
going
and I'm
on?
out.
Oh yeah.
So we're
hilarious.
gonna move on to Indecisive Diane. When we come back, we have some advice letters that we hope Sins can give you guys some advice and help you, ladies or gentlemen, with whatever you need help with.
So I was wondering, Medina, have you ever been embarrassed to get like an emergency contraceptive?
Have I? I feel like I've shared this on the story before, and I made it funny, but in the moment it wasn't funny.
It never is.
Yeah, there was a time when I woke up and needed an emergency contraceptive because I did not want this man to father my child. And he took me to the nearest pharmacy. It was early in the morning. And when I got there, the employees of the pharmacy were having a company meeting.
Oh my God.
I went down the aisle to go try to find any type of emergency contraceptive. They didn't have any. So I had to interrupt their company meeting, and it was very embarrassing. I felt ashamed, and everyone turned around and was like, "What do you need?" And I was like,
Yeah, imagine trying to go pharmacy to pharmacy to find those, and then you can't even get it off of a delivery app. It's just like, buying them is already embarrassing sometimes, the way that people make you feel, and then to not be able to get it, it's just a lot. But if you've ever had unprotected sex, forgot your birth control, because that's definitely happened to me, had a condom break, that's happened, or you're just not sure, we're excited to talk about a new company that is giving emergency contraception a much-needed rebrand. Julie is an FDA-approved morning-after pill that helps stop pregnancy before it starts. When it comes to complex and stressful choices around your health, they believe women deserve products that are easy in every way. Easy to find, easy to take, easy to relate to, and easy to understand. That is so important when you're stressed out.
That is so important. Julie stops your body from releasing an egg using the same active ingredient as Plan B. Essentially, Julie works by preventing or delaying your ovulation. With no egg, there's no fertilization and therefore no pregnancy. Yes. And it's no risk to future fertility. That's good to know. It's legal in all 50 states. You don't need an ID, prescription, or credit card to get it. You can find Julie at Walmarts across the U.S., or you can order online to have for future emergencies.
Yeah, so you can go to juliecare.co to learn more, or find Julie at your nearest Walmart today. That's juliecare.co to learn more. JULIECARE.co.
Would you stop thinking about what everyone wants? Stop thinking about what I want, what he wants, what your parents want. What do you want? What do you want?
It's not that simple.
What do you want? What do you want?
Hey ladies, it's me, Diane, and this week I have a really fun, unique date idea. So I want you to grab your bae, whether you're serious or not. If you're in DC, I did it in DC. I went to 12 Stories. When me and my bae went in, we acted like we didn't know each other for about 30 minutes. Watched each other talk to other people, and it made my pussy so wet. So check out 12 Stories and grab your bae, act like you don't know each other, and see who pulls the most. Bye.
Okay, so we are back from Indecisive Diane, and it is time for the advice. If you have a question that you want to ask us on the show, make sure you email us. advice@cocktailspod.com. That's a new email. Again, it's advice@cocktailspod.com.
All right, Sense, make sure you really listen to this email, because we would like for you to give this young lady some advice, because she is talking about a man, and it is titled, Am I Using Him?
Yes.
All right.
Hey, Kiki and Medina.
Hey, girl.
Hey, girl. First things first, I love your podcast. I'm 21, turning 22 July 30th, and I just got out of a 6-year relationship. My past relationship wasn't terrible, but I went through a lot with him. We'll call him Shorty. For example, holding him down in jail. I finally built the courage to break up with him because I wasn't happy for a very long time. At the end of me and Shorty's relationship, we agreed to be in an open relationship. I met this man and ended up breaking it off with Shorty. I ended up breaking it off with Shorty completely and ended up in a relationship with, let's call him Linebacker, May 16th. Girl. Linebacker has been the best man for me financially. He takes me on the most beautiful dates, compliments me, buys me just because gifts, and just a great person all around. Girl, you don't know if he a good person.
He just spending that
he
check.
got guap.
Yeah.
But I don't think I like him romantically. First off, his dick is small and isn't... His dick is small and isn't pleasurable, but I told him it was good.
Oh,
Face palm.
Y'all be lying.
Mm-hmm.
stop doing
And well, I don't lie no more.
Me either.
He has a big stomach, which I'm not attracted.
Damn. He one of them. He one of them that just had a check and nothing else.
He got the scammer belly, which I'm not attracted to at all. But his face isn't ugly, and he's always talking about his depressing past life every chance
hell.
he gets, and goes on and on and on and on. He tells me all the time how I changed him into the man he wants to be and how much he loves me. How long y'all been together? But I don't like him like that romantically. How do I break it off with him after lying all this time? We're also coming to ATL for my birthday, plus my friend. Should I break it off before or after? I'm so lost. I think I love him, but I also want to do me. Love a confused 21 and almost 22-year-old.
Girl,
The flags are already there.
She said, I don't like him, but I love him.
you just want to keep saying you love him so you could get the section with your girls at the club. You trying to have a good time and ball out. You want to go shopping, and I feel you. Mm-hmm. So what do you think?
Go ahead, and then I'll say what I feel.
Okay.
No, the red flags are already there. Like, yeah, you don't want to lose the experience, so you love them. But you don't like the sex or none of that, so you don't like them. So at the end of the day, did that make any sense?
Nope.
Because you gave it. No, it did make sense.
Okay, keep going then.
Did you see the look? She was like, what? Once again, you saying you love him because you don't want to, you just tricking yourself because you going through the whole, because you like the whole experience.
Yeah.
Like Kiki was talking about. But then you saying you don't like him because the sex is whack. But bottom line is the red flags are already there. Like,
You just should have been his friend, girl. Let this be a lesson.
Here's what the women that want to use men for their money have to understand. And I only know this because I'm not a woman who can use men for their money. I'm not good at it. But the women that I know that are good at it, the men know that they're being used. There's no reason to like lie. You don't like this nigga or love him. You like what he does for you. And it's okay to make that clear. He wants to do it.
And he probably likes how you look. You ever heard the phrase, such and such is just happy to be there? He's just happy to be there, and you just happy to be there. So why can't y'all just hang out? Stop with all the I love you stuff.
Let it be what it is. Like,
yeah, if you feeling guilty about
that's a
lying.
word people just use. This is use it. It don't really be meaning that.
If
shit.
you a trick, you gotta be a trick. We're not talking about what we like and what we don't like about each other. You a trick, and that's what we doing when we together. You tricking, and I'm bringing my pretty friends. That's it. Period. When you start trying to put feelings in there,
yeah. Next time he says I love you, say I love this Dior saddlebag. Can you get it for me?
Right.
And send him the link.
you gotta make it clear. You can't. You're starting to like. He wants to spend money, but then you started acting like you liked him. He wasn't even used to that because he used to getting used. You gotta use the niggas that want to be used, and that's just that.
Damn.
I'm not good at it, but if you can do it, you have. That's how you have to do it. Because now you sitting here thinking that you gotta marry or have a baby by this nigga. You don't even want it.
No, we didn't even get there, Medina. Are you having a flashback? She ain't saying nothing about marriage. She just trying to get to the A for
I'm
a
just
weekend.
saying, but she trying and she not just saying what the fuck she wants.
Okay, good luck, bitch.
Tell us how
Next
it
one.
goes.
Damn.
I mean, we said all that there is to say. Okay, foursomes, threesomes, and a few I love yous. Everybody in love this week. This is about to be a doozy, I bet. Okay, I love your show and how bold and open you both are. You guys always encourage me to level up my inner freak when the situation arises just to be comfortable in my sexual skin. Thank you for providing this platform for expression. Oh, you're welcome. All right, now to the letter. Brace yourselves.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to try to make this as short and to the point as possible. That's just another way of saying it's about to be long as hell. Girl, we know.
It's long.
Okay, because it's pretty complex, but I'm complex, blah, 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 blah. I'm a 31-year-old woman with a Virgo sun, like me, Cancer moon, and Taurus rising. So I'm very aesthetically driven, emotional, sensual lover who has an obsessive personality. Aw, shit. I've been married to my soulmate going on 3 years. We've always been super sexual people since we first met in 2010. I mean, we were almost 10 plus years younger at the time, so we would have sex multiple times a day, almost every day. Within the last 6 years, we decided to introduce a new dynamic into our relationship. One random day in and around 2016, I opened up a conversation about having a threesome.
I knew that's where it's going.
Now, it's usually the guy who brings this topic up, but I've always been the I'll try anything once type of person. So I was ready to check this off the bucket list. I also tend to get bored easily, so at that point in my life, I was ready to spice things up and broaden my overall experiences. Our first threesome encounter ended up being a foursome with another couple who we've known for a minute, so it was a comfortable first experience, especially when liquid courage got involved. We recently enjoyed it and wanted to do it again, so we did it with the same guy from the first experience and a different female friend.
Hold up.
Oh, y'all
They were swinging.
Yeah.
Okay.
Another successful experience. So after these two encounters, a year passed until we had done something similar again. The next time we did it ended up being a threesome, but with two guys and myself. It was a bit weird for me at first since it's usually two girls, but eventually I got comfortable and wanted to do it again. I found that this new dynamic made me feel sexy and confident, and my husband admitted that he liked seeing me with another guy, which was something new for me to hear. So sometimes he would just sit there and watch us and get off to the artistic view. And the other times he would be hitting me from the back while I'm giving the other guy head and vice versa. No, my husband isn't bi, but he's a Gemini who's pretty adventurous and edgy. You really into astrology. Although it was a fun experience because it was new, I eventually got tired of doing it with the same guy. I'm like, can we get somebody else?
She like, where the niggas at?
Damn.
Okay, I forgot to mention that I was never attracted to this guy or turned on by him, but I was more so turned on by my husband and the fact that I was the center of attention. The work of art putting in that work. Okay, fast forward to present day. After taking a 2-year break from threesomes because it eventually got messy after multiple times of us doing it with the same guy and me getting tired of it, we hit it off again. This time with a man I personally chose. All the other times we did it happened naturally and were never planned, except for like 2 times with that same guy. But this time I wanted to enjoy it to the fullest and test out a man I was actually attracted to in order to see how much better the experience would be. Your husband about to be mad. Okay, my husband
Somebody
and I...
about to be mad because now we getting, this is dangerous now.
Yeah. My husband and I first met this new guy at a friend's kickback. Now I'm super picky about who I am attracted to and can be very shallow. There was something mysterious about this man that attracted me to him before his looks. I mean, I'm a pretty sexy being and usually have most of the guys looking at me when I walk in the room when my husband is present. And this man was the only one who I didn't catch his eye. I was immediately drawn to the challenge. I mean, I guess it's basically the same feeling a man gets when a woman is playing hard to get. I was curious and wanted to crack his code. He also had that sexy, smooth chocolate complexion, like Morris Chestnut, Omar Epps, or Damson Iris. My pussy just jumped. Okay. So now at this point, one night, I'm at the same friend's house where we met the new guy. It was all of us, the guy friend, the new guy, my husband, and myself, just chilling and vibing out. We were all lit off alcohol and or ecstasy. Oh, shit. While having deep conversations and playing games. Was y'all playing? I'm curious to know. I was like, this is my chance to test out the waters with this new guy. While we were all just sitting there, I just bluntly expressed my attraction for him, and I can tell he was thrown off being that this was the first time I spoke directly to him on that level. So to get straight to the point, we eventually fucked that same night. And now all these details, and now we just jump from that to we fucked. Okay, girl, let's get into it. We fucked that same night, and it was one of the best sexual experiences I've ever had. He fucked me and ate my pussy so good, y'all. Better than my husband. She put the whisper voice for that.
There you go.
I didn't even want him to stop, and I'm not usually a head receiver type. This became the first of 8 total sexual encounters I had with this man with my husband involved. Each time with this new guy has blown my mind. Okay. Our most recent experience we had with the guy was the late night morning of Valentine's Day last Monday. This is old.
Yo, this is a book.
It is. It's because it's my Virgo sister. Okay. This man was saying all kinds of stuff to me. I love you was said 3 times, along with I want you to have my baby.
Ooh,
and I want to nut inside of you.
My pussy was so wet.
Yeah. I was just going to say, I don't think her husband is there.
Oh.
Okay, my pussy was so wet when he was saying these things, but I was definitely thrown off guard when he told me he loved me. I know that's a trap because he was in my pussy when he said it, so of course that can clearly be looked at as something to not take seriously, but a part of me low-key wants to believe it. Aw, shit. Yo, I think I'm falling for another man other than my husband. I can honestly say this doesn't make me love my husband any less, but I've definitely developed strong feelings for this other guy. You are dick-whipped. Is it just me being easily swooned or loving the attention? Or do y'all think what he said held depth? No. I've been wanting to plan a day with just me and this guy to meet up at a hotel without my husband involved. Is it worth it?
Ooh, no.
No. I'm telling you right now, no. But I'm going to keep reading. I'm so wrapped up in this fantasy of wanting this other guy, even though I'm married and he's in a 7-year relationship and would always say I had better sex than his girl. Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention that he has a girlfriend who he had 2 foursomes with, but all other times I would fuck her man behind her back, like the most recent time. Damn, bitch. Okay, also the connection I have with the new guy is beyond sexual. We literally are the same person in 2 different bodies. I believe each person can have multiple soulmates, and I definitely believe he is one of mine. Next to my husband and one of my good friends. Well, damn, bitch.
Yo.
Why did you get married?
Yo.
I want to keep fucking this guy without having that obsessive feeling towards him, and it feels so good to have him around. I don't want to get rid of him. Help. Oh, yeah, the new guy is also a Libra who's prone to fall in love quickly and cheat. Sorry, Medina. But also would love to hear your perspective on Libra men. Thanks, ladies.
Libra men are a no for me. Just gonna say that right here. I would never date another Libra man. Good at sex, but nothing else.
Damn.
Nothing else. And so there's that. Sis, this is an example of why I don't do the whole open relationship thing. It sounds good until some shit like this happens. Somebody starts liking somebody because right now
There's
y'all
too
really
many
don't have
people.
any boundaries. You can fuck who you want to fuck. You're bound to like
your
somebody.
husband like it.
And your husband likes it. You're bound to develop feelings for somebody else. I personally don't think you should try to explore this. You're married and it's gone too far. Like, did you and your husband have any rules? Any boundaries? Because you're about to have a whole divorce and you're going to end up with someone that you only have good sex with.
Yeah, and
There's
it's
nothing
like
else.
if your husband was cool with opening up the relationship and y'all are having all of these different experiences, maybe you should if you do, because I feel like you're gonna do it anyway, and you're gonna try and sneak and you're gonna get caught because you're gonna get sloppy. Talk to your husband and let him know that you want to have sex with this guy by yourself.
Yeah.
And let him know and see what happens. It seemed like he might be all right. He might just ask you to tape it.
And
and
he
send him
might
the
be fucking
video.
somebody. Since
He
y'all
might.
really out here fucking, like you seem to be open to a certain extent. Just go ahead and extend it even further.
Yeah, just be like, you can't come this time.
How do you feel about that?
You watch the kids.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then let him know, maybe give him a hall pass.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I'm actually going to be catching up on Real Housewives on Sunday, so if you want to go have a little date or something with a neighbor, go ahead.
The couple that I used to date, the married couple that I used to fuck with, she used to hit me up when her husband was getting on her nerves, and she'd be like, will you go out with him tonight? I just don't want to see him. And I'd be like, okay.
Yo.
Okay. And she would give me a card, and I was like, all right, what you want to do, babe?
Yo.
What do you think, Sense?
That was complex.
If you and your girl had been having threesomes and shit, and
I'm
then
glad
all of a
y'all answered
sudden
that question.
you don't have an answer, huh? I can feel it.
Hold up, no, you said she got a lot going on, man. She got a lot going on. It's like what Medina was talking about, like when you like that just invites a whole lot of other shit. You know, I know you having fun and all of that, but like it's
You
gonna
might
go in a
just need to
different.
buy toys.
Yeah, they're basically you might just need to do that because somebody's going it's gonna be somebody better than your husband. It's going. That's just.
Ooh.
I mean, it's just like if you when you go in that route, it's gonna be somebody better. If it's a wife or it's a husband, somebody gonna do something better than the other person. And your brain just be all over the place. That's just real shit.
Well, probably not the answers you wanted to hear, girl.
Nah, you're not at all.
Good luck to you.
I wonder how it turned out because this was old. So let us know what ended
shit.
up happening. Are you still married? Are you still fucking the man? Let us know.
Did y'all all move in together?
Right. Did it work out?
Them shits
Stranger
don't
things
never
have
usually
happened.
end too well, but
We would love to know.
Okay, and so now we're gonna move on to the cocktails.
If I want fuck, I'm gon' fuck 'em. But if he ain't got a buck, I won't cuff 'em. Spend 100 on me, it ain't nothing. Run a double D, so stuffin'. Back to the point. Is it some cash in this place? If it is, I probably see the stats in your face, turn around. Once upon a time, not long ago, I was a hoe. Was a hoe.
I feel like we only have time for one. So what we were gonna give you the floor sense, and you know this.
Give me the floor.
You know what time it is. This is the part of the show where you share a cocktail. For you, it would be a pussy tale, I guess, or a groupie tale, or
Gotcha.
whatever, a love tale. It's a story that pertains to sex, dating, or relationships,
plenty
but
of
a
those.
personal story to you. It can be old, it can be current, it can be funny, it can be embarrassing, it can be romantic.
all right.
Go ahead.
Oh, just go. I'm trying to think of a story I never told y'all. I know I done told y'all a couple joints. Any story? Oh, let me think of a good one. The butt plug girl.
You got anything embarrassing?
Sexually?
I just love a good embarrassing
I
story.
love because they just be the best ones.
I had one story. I had one story where this girl came over one time, and like I guess we did. it had nothing to do with the actual sex. It was when you fell asleep in the bed, and I had a nightmare that like it was Planet of the Apes. And then I woke up and I thought the girl was the Planet of the Apes next to me.
Thought she was a little ape.
I thought she was like an ape, and I went and I was like, "Oh, get the fuck out!" And then, yeah.
What was she
Snatched the
like?
covers
Did
off
y'all?
of her?
Were y'all drunk?
It was just I had a nightmare, and then I woke up and I thought it was her.
You had a little
I
PTSD.
thought she was an ape. And it wasn't like she was like an ugly girl or nothing, but the lights
was
were
there.
out, and I just thought I had
You
an
just
ape
seen
in the
hair. She
bed.
had that bonnet on.
Yeah, it just ain't look right. Yeah.
This nigga put me in a headlock one time, and I was like, no more PTSD, niggas.
No,
Oh, shit.
I was scared.
Because that'd be the word. You get a nigga that has the shakes.
Yeah,
you're
it's just like, well,
why
what's
is
going
you
on?
flint? What's about to happen, sir? I'm scooting over.
Now I gotta sit up
Yeah,
and watch you sleep.
and move your gun because
Move your gun. Hilarious.
All right, guys. If you don't have another one, it's okay. Kinda short on time. If you guys want to share one of your cocktails and you'd like for us to read on the show, you can send it to us CockTales@CockTalesPod.com. Make sure you get your tickets to the live shows, purchase the game, purchase the cookbook, purchase your t-shirt, all that good stuff that we have for you. Sign up for Patreon. It's patreon.com/cocktails, and follow us on Instagram. Since what's your Instagram? Let everybody know where they can
Trendsetter
find you.
Sense, Twitter DJ Sense, Facebook DJ Sense. Yeah.
Okay, and then we're at Cocktails Podcast. I'm at Kiki Said So.
I'm at Coffee Bean Dean.
Oh, and one more thing. Just want to remind you, October 29th, we're going to be at the Sip and Stroke event hosted by us with Taste Vita Inc. at King of Diamonds. So click the link in the description box, and you can come kick it with us for the night. Yeah, so on that note, you guys, goodbye.
Bye.
I'm sorry, but the person you called has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet. Goodbye. Bye. 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 Population. Goodbye. Bye. Bye. Wait on the track. Bye. 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 Goodbye. Bye. 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 Population. Goodbye. Bye. 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 Wait on the track. Wait on the track. I'm sorry, but the person you called has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet. Goodbye. Bye. 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 Population. Goodbye. Bye. Bye. Wait on the track. Bye. Bye. Bye.